Alrighty, hey guys. You can see I have my fabulous girlfriend here with me today.
Hi.
This is Kendall, everyone. So today we decided to do a little video together. We don't know the questions we're gonna ask each other. It's gonna be like kind of like a Q&A session. Just open answers and just kind of see what happens. I don't know. So yeah, anything you want to say to the people?
No. I didn't know I was asking questions. But she was asking me all the questions.
No. It's a rhetorical thing here, right? She gets asked me, Sal, can you go somewhere? Yeah, it's gotta go both ways, right? Like she asked me a little bit, I asked her a little bit, and we'll go with it. So you're gonna see our natural responses, and we're just gonna go with the flow. So, the first question I have for you, Kendall, is how did you first know you're interested in me?
Oh. Okay, so I met Nakia at a party last year, and I seen her, and I was just like, oh, like in my head, I was like, she's really attractive, like she's really, really pretty, and I guess I just took my sweet time to really see how she was as I interacted with her more and more. I really didn't talk to her a lot, but I just watched her and I paid attention to every detail she did.
Yeah, she didn't talk to me at all. You hear me?
So, it took me 6 months to tell her that I was interested in her. So, yeah.
Why 6 months? What finally gave you the courage to say something?
I don't know. I just did it. I don't know. I just said it. I just came out and told her that I liked her, and yeah, I don't know why.
It wasn't exactly like that, but
no, it wasn't like that.
I mean,
but
I'll give her some credit. I'll let it go. But
it wasn't like that. But I took my time with it because I wasn't for sure if the feelings were real for me, and I didn't know if I was just looking at her, thinking about her, just as a partner or a girlfriend or whatever, because I never had a girlfriend before. So, yeah. So I took my time.
Scandalous. Okay. Do you have a question you want to ask me?
No, I really don't. Right?
No?
Not right now.
You're supposed to be working on questions.
Okay. Why did you give me a chance? That's a good one, guys.
I would honestly say God. Something about your spirit just said to me, like, okay, like, let's just see where this goes, and just, I don't know, trust it. I didn't think it would progress the way that it did, but it has. I don't know why all of my dogs want to be over here right now. Hey, go place.
This is life, y'all.
Sal, go place. Good boy, Sal. No, go place. I just tried. Go place. Okay. Anyways, yeah. I mean, I had just come out of some sticky stuff, and I never thought. I thought I was never gonna talk to anybody again. And y'all know how that goes. You finish, and you're like, just like you say, I'm never drinking. After a bad hangover, after a bad relationship, you just feel like, this is it. Like, I don't want to do this again. And that was me. I was just like, I'm done dating. I'm going to just do my own thing and be in my own world. And they also say too, like, that's when things happen. When you're not looking for it, it comes and just smacks you in the face. And I definitely think that's what she was for me. Like, I had gotten to a point where I was done, and she kind of came along out of the woodworks, and it was like, okay, like, this feels peaceful. It feels normal. Like, it started off drama-free, which has never happened for me in any of my relationships. So I just said, okay, like, let's try it. So here we are. Best decision I've made to date. So question for you. What would you say is the hardest thing about a relationship?
The hardest.
I'm really good with questions, y'all. Like,
Yes,
I be
she
getting people, and people be
and
so
it's
mad at
so,
me
like-
because I get down, and it makes you think. But this is what I like to do.
Okay. One of the hardest things, I would probably say like, maybe like not being selfish. I don't know if I'm probably not saying that correctly, but what I'm saying is when you're in a relationship, you can't just think about yourself anymore. You got to think about your partner, especially when you guys are trying to build a foundation for each other and take care of like each other and like the animals and stuff like that. Like you can't be selfish. And I think for me that was kind of hard to do because I really never had to think about anybody or anything else when I made a decision about anything I wanted to do. But now I kind of do, so that's a hard thing. But I feel like I'm getting better at it, so.
A lot better. Let me tell y'all some background. I pretty much have a family, okay? You know, at the time I had 3 dogs and a cat. And so for somebody coming in, you know, relationship wise, it's a lot. Not that I expect people to take care of my dogs, or my cat, but when you spend time with me, any animal person knows, like, if you're gonna get in with me, you have to be in with my animals. And so that was an adjustment. And so, you know, just like she said, a lot of decisions now, you know, that she wanted to make, it wasn't about just me and if I could do it or, you know, thinking about me, but also thinking about my family and what I came with along with that. So, and how her decision would impact all of us. So that's definitely something that is different. And I give her a lot of credit for, you know, putting up with, because I know that it's not easy, and, you know, relationships in general aren't easy, but to add that extra dynamic onto it at our age and to be able to accept it is a lot. So kudos, babe.
Thanks.
Kudos.
Thanks.
So,
I try.
you do. You do. Okay. Question for me?
Oh, shoot.
We're here. Your time has come.
I'm never ready. Okay, so I'm going to piggyback off of her question and ask her what is one of the hardest things in a relationship.
Okay. I think learning to not be so independent. And it sounds weird, but I have done my own thing. I figured it out. Like, I am my mother's child. Like, I just keep going and I am independent. So just like she said about, you know, decisions she would make and how it would impact all of us, I always think about that, but sometimes I try to do too much on my own and I don't count on her to help me, you know? So, and just over time, and I know so many of you can speak to this, like having friendships, you know, or relationships where the people weren't accountable. So you get to a point where you're just like, okay, like, people are cool, you know, and just like we talked about friendships, like you learn the friendships where you want to depend on people to an extent, but you still count on you at the end of the day. And now I have somebody here who I can count on just as much as I can count on myself. And so that is so different for me. And, you know, again, I've done so much on my own and just figured it out, and I have a lot. So bringing somebody into that space of the things that I have and being able to say, okay, like now going forward, I don't have to make all these decisions on my own, and I can count on her to help me with decisions, finances, just everything. We can be a team. Is something that's very different for me. So that has been a major adjustment. And don't get me wrong, like I'm still an independent woman, you know, I still go out, we make our own money, you know, like things are separate, but we are a partnership in the decisions that we can make. And, you know, it's not just me trying to do everything by myself. So that's been a really big but nice adjustment. And I think I'm getting better at it. So
I will give her the credit for that.
Yeah, you know, baby steps.
That's all you can do.
Right.
Put the effort in.
And talk about it.
Yes.
Communication
is key, people. Oh my God, I can't stress that enough. Communication. Don't hold nothing back. I do that sometimes, but don't follow my footsteps. Just communicate, okay? With anything, through anything. It might hurt your feelings at the moment, but you have to talk about it.
Well, since we're talking about communication,
here we go.
how do you feel like communication has changed for you over the course of our relationship?
Well, I am a person who likes to shut down easily, and when things are not going right, or I just don't want to talk about things. And being with Nakia, you can't do that with her. Like, you have to communicate because that's just how she operates. Like, she has moments where she does shut down, but just communication is just different because it's like she said and I said, well, it's like a partnership. Like, we are in a relationship, but it's like you have to communicate because of the house, the dogs, just us in general. If things are not right, or if you're feeling some type of way, like, you just have to talk. And like in my previous relationships, it wasn't like that. Like, it would be just brushed under the rug and it wouldn't be addressed. And so it's like you're just, you're ignoring each other. But I like it because she kind of not forces me to talk, but like I like it that she pushes me to talk. So.
I do. Communication is everything for me. It always has been. I like it to be effective, thorough, and some people say that I over communicate, but I don't really believe there's such thing. I believe that, when you communicate with someone and you're trying, even if there's a misunderstanding, talk about it, and I've told her that from day one. I said, look, I am blunt and honest. And sometimes things I say, they may not come off the right way. And that's okay. Like, tell me what you're thinking about it, and then we can go from there, and hopefully I can explain it. Because most of the time, I never mean ill will by things I say. Mm-hmm. I come from a good space, but sometimes just how I say it isn't the best delivery per se. And because, like, I'm not as emotional, it, comes off the wrong way. But yeah, communication and lack of communication, that is one of my biggest pet peeves ever. And I go off, y'all. When there's no communication.
Y'all. On the deep end, okay? Pew, pew. Off.
It's not that bad. Okay. I just like communication. That's it, okay? Communication. Okay, I got a calendar over here. It's color-coded. All right, we'll show y'all at the end because that's part of our communication. Like, just constantly, nonstop during the day. Ruby Rose. These dogs, they just do whatever they want. They see that moms are busy, so they're just having a free-for-all. But anyways, yes. So communication, and for y'all, communication with everybody. Family, friends, girlfriend, boyfriend, co-workers. Like, it's just so important, and it just makes everything run so much smoother and just keeps everybody on the same page. I don't like guessing games and all that assuming that we tend to do. And I think that happens a lot when we're younger or earlier on in our relationships. Like, we're afraid to say this, afraid to say that. But again, I said to her from the beginning, like, look, I don't have time for the, like, don't do this until 6 months and, don't ask this. I don't have time. Okay. Like, we either, like, we're here, we're on the same page, or we're not. And if we're not, okay, cool. But I don't have time to be trying to, beat around bushes or not ask questions. So I always have, and I think at first maybe it was a little offsetting.
It was.
But
it's fine. Now I'm used to it.
She's just like, okay, whatever.
Yep. So I'm so used to it. One thing she did say though about making assumptions, don't do that either. Okay.
Jesus.
Don't make assumptions, okay? Don't think that you know how the person is feeling or what they're gonna say because you don't know. So it's better off to just ask them and just be honest and open about it because you don't know what they're thinking. So, and I'm learning that don't make assumptions because I used to do that a lot really bad. So,
yeah. And one disclaimer, like, we aren't claiming to be perfect at all. Like, every day is growth for us and we learn more about each other and how this works, like, she talked about things that I do that she's never had before. And I do things, like, she does things for me that I've never had before. And it, in a lot of ways, feels like a first, like, adult relationship, like, we're really doing a lot of things. And I know for me, like, I really understood now how, when people say, when you see someone post all over social media, like, and people were like, oh, hashtag goals, all these things, like, true relationships are work. Like, daily, it is work to honestly, think about another person and really factor in all of their emotions and their thoughts into everything that you do. And that's what happens throughout the course of the day. And so, it's just, it's a lot, but we actively choose every day to wake up and keep doing it. And, you know, we've said, like, if over time, you know, we consistently wake up, we're like, no, this ain't it anymore. Then, you know, that could happen. We hope it doesn't. But again, like, we aren't perfect and we work at this and we choose to continue to work at it every day. But, you know, we just share what we've learned over this short amount of time. And again, you know, I talked about documenting success, and, you know, this is something that I wanted to share with all of you as well. And just the success we've had to date, and, you know, that we'll continue to have, and just, you know, be real and open with you guys, as I said from the beginning. So that's our disclaimer. Mm-hmm. Do you have a question?
No, it was your turn to go.
I asked the question about communication. She tried it.
Oh, I thought it was her.
She gave it a solid effort, but
Okay. Why do you love me?
That's how she gonna get me.
I win every time.
Win?
Yes.
Listen, y'all. I don't lose.
Whatever.
I don't lose ever. Okay?
I'll
it's an
try to get some
thing.
behind the scenes for y'all, okay?
There ain't nothing she can get because I don't lose.
Yes, she does.
Anyways, why do I love you? Because you are a genuine person. Mm-hmm. Your heart is pure. Mm-hmm. You have loved my animals from day one like they were yours. Mm-hmm. And I know, y'all, before she met me, she wasn't really an animal person. And then she came into a whole, like, fleet. So that...
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
So that wasn't easy, but, and again, for my animal people out there, again, you know, like, finding someone who loves your, you know, your animals the way that you do, like, that speaks volumes. And my animals have not been easy by any means. And they don't just love everybody. So the fact that, you know, she was patient with them and they were patient with her, honestly said so much to me. And just how much you've supported me. You know, less than a month after we first started talking, I suffered a major concussion, and she never skipped a beat, you know, was right there by my side for the days where I couldn't be awake for more than 15 minutes, and then I would sleep for 3 to 4 hours. You know, couldn't stay awake when we were out doing errands, and I have to nap in the car while, you know, she went in the store. Like, everything she was there for. So there are thousands of reasons for why I love you, Kendall Sharice, but those are just a few. So
okay, that's good enough.
What is one of the biggest challenges you think we faced?
Oh man, this question's so deep. Yes, I mean, it's so deep. Dang.
Y'all write these questions down, because I'm telling you, ask your partner these same things.
Repeat it one more time.
What is one of the biggest challenges you think we faced?
That's a good one, really good one. I don't know if this is big, but it's one thing that popped in my brain, so I'm just saying this. I would say probably, gosh.
I mean, it's fine. If you don't feel like we've had any challenges, then that's fine. I
mean, I don't know if this is a challenge, challenging, but I guess like being accepted. I don't know where I'm gonna go with this.
Okay, hey, we're rolling, so
okay. I would say I don't know. Like, I just don't know.
Okay.
Like, I can try to say it. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm really sorry. But I would say probably being, like, accepting with her family and my family. Like, I don't know if that's a challenge. I don't think that's a big challenge. I just can't think of anything else in my brain. Mm-hmm. But, like, I know it wasn't easy for her mother accepting me. And my mom is accepting it, but she still struggles with it a little bit. But I think that was kind of difficult. And I don't know if it was difficult. I don't know if it was difficult on her half, but for me it was kind of hard because I didn't know where I fit in at. So it was just like, you know, this is my first time, you know, actually like coming out and saying like, hey, you know, I like a girl. Well, I've been like girls, but no one knew. So like, telling my mom and my sister and everything like that, Some people thought it was just a phase, but I don't think it's a phase. And just her mom accepted me again, accepted me as her partner and not just a friend. So that's one thing I can think of. I'm sweating over here.
Like spotlight.
Right, yeah. Yeah, so.
Okay.
Yeah, I went all around America just to say that. I'm so sorry, y'all.
It's okay. I think the people followed along. And
yeah. So that was one of the hard things. But, we had other challenges, but I don't really know if I want to share that with everyone like that. So, yeah. Okay, go.
Okay. It's
Jesus.
She always somehow forgets every time when it's the
okay.
question. We'll only do like one or two more, and then that'll be it for tonight.
Okay, you want part 2?
A part 2?
Yeah, Q&A. Yeah.
No. You get one session. That's all
No,
you
you
get.
get the fans. What the fans?
What do you mean?
Followers, subscribers. Sorry.
What do you mean?
Never mind. Whatever. We're really gonna get right now talking about this. Okay. What are you most excited about Christmas?
Now she asked this because I used to be a Grinch, and I've been working on it because she is very festive, and I will show that to y'all as well. But she loves the holidays. It's a big thing for her, so I've been trying to get myself into the spirit. So what am I most excited for? Excited to spend time with you and your family. And I mean, to be honest, I ain't got no money for gifts, so I'm working on picking up some coins so I can buy them for the people. But but I would say, yeah, just the time. And you know, last year this time I was working at the psychiatric facility, and it's open 24/7. So even though Christmas was on a weekend, and I had to take the days off, I had traveled to Palm Desert with my family. And, it just wasn't the best vacation ever. So I haven't really had a great Christmas in a long time, honestly. I would say since my dad died. So I'm starting something new. This is like a new tradition sort of thing. So just see, I don't know what happens, and to just relax and to be in my own home on Christmas. I didn't have that last year, and that's monumental. So, and my birthday is right around Christmas. So just get into the spirit of all those things and just to enjoy it and be grateful for everything that I have and how this year has turned out, and to just be in the place that I am. So that's what I'm excited for this Christmas. It's just the overall everything.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's it. I don't really have any other questions for now.
Okay.
So, anyways, I know you enjoyed this.
I did. I had fun.
I know she did. And I had a good time too. And just again, as a disclaimer, we don't claim to be perfect, and, it's a work in progress. But as, two lesbian women who, are out there in this world and dealing with a lot of the challenges that we know a lot of you deal with, being accepted and by our families, friends, people in society, and then just the relationship aspect, that whether you're gay or not, that you just have to deal with. And all relationships are work. Like I said, friendships, relationships with, a partner, it's all work. And so, just to be able to show you guys, again, our realness and our truth, and what we put into practice daily, that we talk about, we also put into practice. So just a little side note for you guys, and just to get to know us a little bit better. And Kendall's also a blogger, so I'll give her a blog a little shout out.
Make it a shout out. I'm sorry. Y'all go check out my blog. It's Everything is Everything, okay? She will leave the link below and a little information area. I don't know what you call it on YouTube.
Yes.
But we'll leave it down below, so go check it out, please, okay? And I appreciate it. And in the comments, let her know if you want to see me again in her videos, because I would be glad to appear again. Okay.
She will be way too excited to do that. So, yeah, go ahead and comment if you'd like, some more relationship videos from us, from just me, from her, whatever. Like I said, this is an open space to talk about everything, and it's not just about me. I am the main face of it, but I'm always looking to bring in other people. So hopefully I'll have some other guest appearances in the near and dear future. But as promised, I'm going to show you guys Kendall's blog or decoration stuff. Oh, no. Actually, I'm probably not, because I can't do that. Well, I'm going to try to add some pictures. I'm going to learn how to add pictures. So,
Bye.
Bye. I'll catch you later.